This chapter was brought to you by Metallic Dice Games, your source for premium-looking gaming dice, and not just in metal, in gemstone and plastic as well. Get 10% off dice and dice accessories on metallicdicegames.com with our code TRIALS10. Also, if you've enjoyed the camp energy so far, we want to let you know that we've opened pre-orders for your very own Camp Daybreak t-shirt on our website, trebmerch.com, starting today and running until November 7th at midnight. Make sure you run over and get one, campers. Reader, beware. Are you prepared for guts and gore, the likes of which you've never seen? Does the sight of slaughtered children, gruesome dismemberments, and buckets of blood make your heart race with excitement? Dive into these pages and let your darkest desires come alive. Lock your doors, check under your bed, and get ready for a summer you'll never forget. Chapter 2. In the light of the night. Ooh. The sun has gone down over Camp Daybreak. The moon is rising quickly in the sky. All of you can hear off from the mess hall some pretty loud music playing. But the four of you, counselors, have gone back to your respective cabins. How are you getting ready for tonight's festivities? What are you doing to prepare? Are you playing music? Are you pre-gaming?
I think that what Zoe's doing, with the thought of like we're going to surprise Elise and like we're all going to be hanging out. I think she decides to like put away the camp counselor shirt. And she's going to wear her favorite outfit, which is like just like jeans, boots, like a black tank top, and like flannel. But she still has like the varsity like tied around her waist. She doesn't go anywhere without that thing. Maybe listening to like the radio, like her own personal little radio that she brought with her while she gets ready.
Getting hyped, doing some dancing.
Yeah.
What about Ash?
Ash is putting on her favorite denim jacket with a whole bunch of patches on it. She's... Ooh, you look like you're about to say something.
I just wanted to give the context that Ash, you returned to your cabin a bit after Elise, just because you needed to pull Callie aside and have a conversation with her. You return to a two-person cabin. There's two beds, a big wood stove in the center of the room, and then nothing at all to divide you and your best friend, Elise. So, with that being said, carry on.
Yeah, Ash, like, isn't playing loud music because she knows it's going to be a problem, but she's, like, humming her favorite music to herself as she's, like, trying on clothes, puts on this, her favorite denim jacket with patches on it. She's got the, like, dark eye makeup on. She's wearing a choker. She's feeling herself in the tiny little bathroom they have to share. She's like...
Perfect.
And just paying no attention to Elise.
Elise, she's been in there for the past 30 minutes. You are, what are you doing?
Frustratingly, like freshening up and doing my makeup on the bed using my hand mirror because I can't go into the bathroom and do it properly. I have to wait until she's done.
Perfect. So you're getting that ready. And then out in the darkness outside, you just hear the trees rustling as a very light breeze blows by. You can hear hooting and hollering of kids off in the distance. And then at your door, you hear a knock, 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 knock. Rattle it quickly.
5 more minutes, Elise. I'm coming out.
I'm not the one banging on the... Never mind. I'll get it. I can't believe this. And Elise is going to walk over to the rattling door. Is there is there a window in this door or no?
Yeah, there's a screen in it, in fact.
Okay.
You look through that quickly and
I'll
don't see anyone on the other side.
Okay.
Do you want to open it and look around?
Sure, I'll open it just a crack.
Yeah, you open it just a crack. You peek out a little bit. Make an investigate roll for me.
I don't think I have anything in investigate, but my mind is 5, so we'll see.
I'm already
if that'll
scared.
work. No 6.
No successes. Ooh.
No 6.
You peek out, and just as you do, you hear like a hoo, hoo, hoo from the tree above that like makes you jump a little bit, and you're like, oh my god. that couldn't possibly be it. You look up and see a little barn owl sitting in the tree, and then someone jumps out from this beside the building and goes boo, and tries to scare you completely. It's a young camper. Please take the scared condition as well. It's a young camper. He is he has his hair slicked back and these little dark eyes. You might know him by the name of Baron.
Yes.
And he giggles to himself when he sees you jump in the air.
She's literally fell back on her ass,
absolutely,
heart racing, and then when she realizes that it's a camper, she angrily gets up and is like, "You little brat!
I didn't do anything. It was just a little harmless
Why aren't
prank.
you over at the mess hall? What are you doing, skulking around here?"
I was just going where Zoe showed us in the woods. That's all.
And
I didn't know I wasn't allowed at night.
It's nighttime. I thought that would be obvious. Never mind. Don't.
Hey, is everything okay out there?
Yeah, it's just one of the campers. I'm not gonna say that they scared me. Just get to the mess hall. Don't try and do that shit again.
He rolls his eyes and without saying another word to you, runs off into the night.
At least slams the door.
Ash, you can come out of the bathroom at this point and look at her. She's visibly
she's got her
shaken.
she's got her fingers against her fucking temples and shit.
Hey, are you good?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Thanks for asking. Now, can I please use the bathroom?
Yeah, it's all yours. You sure you're okay? You look like you're wigging.
I'm perfectly fine. I appreciate your concern.
Cool.
Walks into the bathroom.
Elise goes into the bathroom, slams the door shut, and we cut with that right over to Callie's cabin. How are you getting ready for the night?
Callie is playing metal music,
Nice.
and just dancing her head out, because she's all by herself. She doesn't have to worry about anyone judging her, and she's putting on her dark blue jeans, and then wearing a band shirt inside, and then on top of that is some tropical patterned shirt,
Like a
and then
Hawaiian shirt.
on top of that is a lighter jean jacket.
I also imagine you do the thing that is very 90s movie where you look at yourself in the mirror, take your glasses off and put your glasses back on, and then eventually decide to wear them just so you can see at all, even though it ruins the fit a little bit.
Yes. Finger gunning herself in front of the mirror.
Course. A ton of confidence. You also hear the wind blowing outside, and you hear off in the distance, hoo, 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 owls, barn owls hooting to themselves, and the wind rustles. You might hear some of the sticks of the trees outside going like oversized fingernails tapping on a piece of wood. But how do the four of you want to meet up? Where do you all meet up? Or I guess Elise hasn't been told about this yet, so
No.
she's just, probably going to go over to the mess hall, I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Ash, how did you want to organize the three of you before presenting the party to Elise?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I know Elise will end up in this scene. Ash does not have any intention of presenting this party to Elise. This was just some bullshit she said to get the others to go with her.
Okay.
That being
Perfect.
said, I think probably she just calls out to Elise and is just I'm gonna get the others and just make sure the mess hall's okay, all right? Okay, bye. And she's gonna just knock on people's doors and probably pull out her big gummy bear bag, shake it in front of people and be like, I got this.
Of course. And where did you want to lead everyone off to?
Another look at the map.
Absolutely.
Probably somewhere around, you know how the Hemlock Cabin and the Massacre Monument have this little area by the lake that is a little bit secluded from everybody else? I think that would be, presuming there's a fire pit there, somewhere to put a boombox, that sort of thing. That would be Ash's default to, let's chill somewhere, roast some marshmallows, drink, listen to music, get away from all of this.
Perfect. Down on the southern tip of the camp. Perfect. You can, pull up a picnic table, maybe even get Zoe to drag a picnic table over. There's absolutely a little fire pit already there, and the few of you can sit there and kind of get some music going, start getting the gummy bears into you.
What's everyone's favorite song? Are we allowed to to say?
We can say the favorite song because, yeah, let's just say that the favorite songs canonically exist inside this universe because this is a fantasy. But yeah, what are people's favorite songs? What's playing on the radio?
All I Want to Do by Sheryl Crow.
Okay, perfect. Callie.
My offering is Weezer's Blue Album. Specifically, my favorite song is Say It Ain't So.
Perfect. And Ash's is Celebrity Skin by Hole.
So a variety of 90s jams start playing as you guys get to unwinding. Elise, you walk alone in the darkness, a bit spooked by the long shadows of night after your interaction with that camper Baron earlier, and make your way over to the mess hall itself to, supervise, like the lead counselor should. As you approach, the light and all the decorations you guys hung up are visible through the big windows on all sides of this place. You can see all 40-something of the campers inside having a good as a time as 13 and 14-year-olds have at a sock hop, which is a lot of them are just sitting at tables being like, oh, I'm really too scared. As you walk in the front doors, you see this kind of scene of there's some kids, more of the outgoing kids, dancing and stuff like that to the some of the very camp approved tunes that are playing. And then some of the more shy kids, probably people that hang out with Callie in the science building or just the ones that don't have as much confidence, are kind of just sitting down at the camp table or the tables in here themselves, almost looking longingly like they want to dance but are too scared to ask the people they have crushes on. You can see very clearly there's two people supervising in here. There's that gnome cook, Kathy. Obviously, she's having a cigarette and smoking inside. And then talking to her is a tall amethyst dragonborn. You know this to be the camp nurse, Nyla. But the two of them are supervising everything. You see no sign, no trace of Ash, despite her telling you that this is where she was headed to. What would you like to do?
I think for now, I'm going to fulfill some of my responsibilities as camp supervisor, stay here for a little bit.
Okay.
But then
perfect.
the thought of Ash lying just doesn't sit well because I know that she's going to be up to some other shit. So, yeah. And it's also alarming that I don't see anyone else for counselors here either.
Correct. Only you have arrived. While you're here, Elise, I think at a certain point, a 14-year-old boy will kind of come up to you and say, would it be okay if I asked you to dance with me?
Are you sure you didn't want to dance with anyone else?
Make a charm roll.
But with -1, right? Because of the scare condition?
-1,
yeah.
Dang. Not like it matters. It's still
great.
an 8.
Yeah.
I got 1-6.
He kind of scratches at his chin and goes, I mean, yeah, I guess I could ask.
Look right over there. You see that girl over there in the corner?
Yeah, I suppose.
It looks like she's also kind of alone over there. She might be scared like you. Why don't you go see and approach her and see if she wants to dance or something?
You turn this kid down. He looks like he has a broken heart. Aww. And you see him walk on over to that other girl and ask her.
He's the killer.
And also see him get rejected again.
Aww.
I don't think she particularly
cares.
She kind of avoids looking over there.
While you are standing around, did you want to go talk to either one of the other adults, or are you just going to occupy your mind with where the hell is Ash? Where the hell are the other counselors?
I'm gonna go speak to Kathy and
absolutely.
and Nyla and tell them, hey, I don't know where any of the other counselors are. I feel like I would have expected to see them here, so I'm just gonna go and look for them and try and get them here to, fulfill their responsibilities as counselors for a little bit.
And Nyla, very a gentle-looking woman, starts to kind of speak up, oh, actually, I think. And then Kathy goes, ahem! If you weren't paying attention earlier, Ash made plans with the other ones to go out having a nice party and take the night off Hector had asked you to do, We've got this one under control. You guys, you 4 girls have done great work this past week. You can go take the night off, go get, a little bit buzzed in the woods,
Did she now?
And she takes a long draw of her cigarette.
Well, thank you for your time. I'm gonna go and see if I can find them. Thank you very much.
No worries. Have a good night. Let your hair down a little, Elise. You know, you're only 17 so many times in your life. Once.
Haha, right. I'll be going now.
And you rush off.
It's like a walking sprint.
Yes, of course. You leave the mess hall and take like a quick almost sprint into like the middle of camp, and you have your ears listening open.
I have no idea where the fuck they went.
You don't have any idea where they went, but you do hear on the wind some music playing at full blast coming from the southern portion of the island.
Figures.
Southern portion of camp. So you can rush your way that way. As you do, the trees around are rustling fiercely. The wind seems to be picking up. You might hear the sound of waves even splashing in against the beach as you walk south past like the docks, past the archery range. You zip through the zipline tower's base and walk past the Hemlock Cabin and Nurse Station, where you can hear the music loudly coming from the bushes. You push your way through the brush, and revealed on the other side, right on the southern coast of the island of the camp, there's 3 of your fellow counselors with a picnic table pulled up, a little fire going. Ash, did you bring booze for people?
Of course I did. Are you kidding? I don't have vessels for people to drink it in, but, that's fine.
You see a bottle of vodka and maybe like a couple of scrounged cups from like, maybe they had like decorations in them in your guys' cabins, but that's been poured out and they've been cleaned and they're just sitting there on the table. But this is the sight you see when you roll up. Callie and Zoe and Ash hanging out, I guess, probably sitting at the table or drinking or dancing to the music.
How much does it look like everyone's had to drink?
Ash has had a few.
I think Zoe was surprised by the alcohol. I mean, like, it's Ash, but at the same time, like, in the past years where the counselors have gone off at the end, alcohol was never really involved. So I think, like, she has encouraged Callie not to do it. She has probably had, like, she's like nursing like her second glass. Like, she's not like throwing it back or anything like that.
Okay.
Callie has had one, and slowly nibbling on a gummy because she is impressionable.
Okay.
I'm like daring
there's
Callie to try to eat a gummy without using her hands, like you put it on the forehead.
Yeah. So you see Callie kind of deep in it, Ash and normal as usual, and then Zoe nursing a little bit as you roll upon the scenario, Elise.
God damn it.
Hey, Elise, come join us. Come sit down.
So, this is where you've all been. And without letting me know, I should have expected as much.
Lots of surprise party. Yeah.
Surprise.
Oh, I'm surprised, all right. What the hell are you all doing?
It's the last night. We don't have any responsibilities. So, we decided to hang out, relax.
With booze? And
Elise,
those gummies
it's
again.
Fine. Elise, take a chill pill.
You want
Here you
me
go,
to take a
Elise.
chill pill? Why don't you take a chill pill, Ash?
I am
What the
so
fuck do you think
chilled.
that you're doing out here, going around and messing everything up?
What's messed up? What is your problem with me?
You have been a thorn in my side all week. You've been going around running rampant, do you care at all? Do you care at all?
Not really.
You are unbelievable. You are the worst person I have ever had the displeasure of meeting and forced to being around.
Well, none of us will have to see each other tomorrow, so you can sit down and join us and chill out a little bit, or you can go back to the lame dance and watch a bunch of children dance and sit around on your ass and do nothing. So pick.
You're all counselors. How did you rope the other two into doing this with you?
Elise, have a cup.
Callie.
stands up to try to cut the tension and hands you a glass filled with vodka.
I am going to swat the glass out of her hand.
Ooh, it falls against the ground and smashes into a bunch of little shards.
Elise, I know, I understand this is like a big thing. I understand. All of the years that I have done the counseling, like, this is what, mind you, not with hard alcohol.
Yeah,
but, like,
not with hard alcohol. What did you think it was?
As
Okay,
Elise
Mom.
continues to berate you, and Ash goes, "Okay, Mom," in a mocking tone, escalating the situation a bit more. From the woods, a little bit up the coast from where you guys are, like just like probably 20 feet over in the bushes, you hear a loud, "Ah, no!"
Oh, shit.
What?
And a very sharp crack. As if
What the
like
hell was
the sound
that?
of like a rock falling onto another rock.
Oh, shit. Someone's in trouble.
Do we recognize the voice?
Do you
Like-
recognize the voice? It sounds like two of you have interacted with this kid today. It sounds like that kid Baron who Elise scared you earlier, and Zoe was on that hike run with you earlier.
Zoe is like is up off the table yelling like, Baron, are you okay? And I'd like run over to the bush.
Okay.
Ugh, I don't have time for this.
Yep, let's go.
Elise is gonna follow.
Okay. And Ash as well.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves you, Callie. You're left standing here, glass smacked out of your hands. Do you want to follow as well?
Yes, but I'm going to grab the bottle of whatever
Hell
we
yeah.
were drinking.
Okay, you grab the bottle
God.
of vodka,
Yeah.
screw on the top. It's the cheapest, most plastic bottle ever. Definitely bottom shelf. Definitely was like only $19.
I stole it, but it's still the cheapest one.
Oh, great. So it's stolen
Perfect.
too.
And you can also run off into the bushes. You're leading the way, Zoe. Give me a move roll.
Ooh, that's my good one. That's 3 6s.
Okay.
Oh.
So you
Dang.
succeed. Do you want to buy any additional benefits? The other ones are you can give someone a +1 on a later roll relating to this. You can impress someone, or you can remain undetected.
I can't like remain undetected doesn't sound like, because like at this moment there's nothing
Yeah,
scary
there's nothing
going
to be
on.
concerned with. Yeah, absolutely.
I would say impress someone. I've been doing
Okay.
jogs around this island for years. Like I know this place like the back of my hand. Like
Of course, yeah. Zoe goes rushing off into the bushes, perfectly avoids like a bunch of like ferns, doesn't like slip on anything, and all of you can just rush right behind her. Maybe a little bit impressed with how well she is moving through the brush. And then all four of you burst in, or the three of you burst into a clearing. And after like 2 seconds, Callie, you run behind holding a plastic bottle of vodka. What you see in here is a semicircle stone wall with vines grown all over it. There seems to be a bunch of it just seems to be like some monument or something of the sort that's all overgrown. You might assume this is like, you might have been told about this, that this was a monument of some people who died in an accident years ago, but it's super overgrown and everything like that. This is definitely, Zoe, where that yell came from. You don't see Baron, though.
Baron, I know Zeke freaked you out earlier about the woods thing. Like, you don't have to. I'm not going to be upset. You can come out now, buddy. And I just like walk closer to the monument.
Zoe calls out and no one answers. Her voice echoes in the woods. You can hear the sound of the mess hall, the sock hop music, but it's far in the distance now. And your boombox from over at the party site feels quieter than it should be now.
This better not be another trick to scare me again.
Oh, that was what happened?
Shut up.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
Jeez.
What do you guys do?
Is there like, because I know you said like it was like a stone like wall sort of thing. Is there like
it was like a semicircle wall.
yeah, like are we at like the opening, or is that on the other side? I just want to go over
you
there
guys are
and
at the-
check on him.
Yeah, absolutely. You go over there. It really looks like this has been really neglected by the maintenance guy. You can go up to the wall and brush some of that stuff off if you wanted to look at what it actually was. But otherwise, you don't see Baron, and he's not replying to you guys. He could be planning to just scare you again, though. You're uncertain.
Hey, dude, like, I get it. I absolutely get, like, you want to jump out, you want to scare it. I get it. Fight the power. Not the time. Come on. Come out of here. Hello? All right, well, that didn't work.
Does Zoe know of any like, if there's like any like sudden dips, like maybe he'd fallen down something or anything like that, like in like the natural landscaping?
You can give me an investigate roll, yeah, to look around. Maybe he tripped and fell and knocked his head on something.
Yeah, I just want to like make sure he's safe. I got 1 6.
Oh, 1-6. Okay, you investigate this area, and like as you walk over this little pile of leaves that's at the base of this monument, you yourself trip a little bit as well, and you can like stop and like investigate it further. You brush the leaves away, and you see there's a really narrow hole that seems to be like an animal's burrow almost, and you can see just a streak of blood running down into it.
Oh shit.
Very fresh.
Oh shit. I'm gonna call down like, Baron, can you hear me?
You hear your voice echo down there, and you can listen, putting your ear closer to the hole, and you just hear sounds of dripping, maybe water running into like a cavity below. You're uncertain. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm probably just like walking along the kind of perimeter of this little area that we've walked into, just kind of rustling a couple leaves, just trying to listen for something. I don't have anything that I can do incredibly usefully here. Like I didn't bring a flashlight or anything of that sort, but I'm just trying to help as much as I can here.
Okay.
I'm kind of standing in like an open part, sort of like scanning the general area, like keeping my eyes in the trees and the bushes, see if there's any movement, just to make sure that
still a bit.
You're not gonna jump out and scare me this time.
Still a bit startled from earlier. Maybe staying really close to Zoe and like keeping your back to this big stone wall, this monument. Callie, what are you doing?
I think I'm mostly swatting like the vines away because at this point I do not know of the hole that Zoe found. So just trying to see if Baron may be like unconscious in the ground and just like hidden under the grass and stuff.
Yeah. You pull the vines away and everything and like start looking at this monument while Zoe investigates this hole in the ground. And as you pull things away, you see that there's an inscription here, Callie, that reads, "This memorial commemorates the lives of all who died in the Daybreak College of Lumberjacks incident of 78. And then there's a list, Callie, of like 18 names.
Oh my gosh.
And you can continue pulling at the vines and then find another inscription to the right on like, it looks like a much older piece of stone wall that they just added onto with that other one. And this one reads, "This memorial commemorates all those who lost their lives in the Hornlow Mining Company massacre of 58. And there's, again, 18 names listed here.
Did you guys ever hear that that there have been like 2 incidences in this island before?
What do you mean?
Ash, you say, "What do you mean?" and kind of turn your back after pushing around at the trees and shrubs of the perimeter of this place. And the moment you turn your back, something swoops down from the trees. And I need you to make a force roll for me.
Force roll. Okay, I'll be taking -1 die to this because I'm still scared from earlier.
Yes.
Let's see. My force skill. Okay, I have 5 to body and 1 to force, so normally that would be 6, but it'll just be 5.
Okay.
That is 2 6. Oh, that's 3 6s. Pardon me. One of these is one of the ones with the holes in it. Let's see. I am going to buy the bonus, presuming I can get 2 bonus effects. I don't know the difficulty of this roll.
You can get 1 bonus
One
effect.
bonus. Perfect.
I'm get 2 to succeed.
Going to take something from your opponent.
Oh, wonderful. So some dark creature swoops down from the trees, and you feel like these sharp, almost talons or claws scrape into your shoulder, and then you kind of like recoil very quickly, and you can pull from it like you just push it away as hard as you possibly can, Ash, and like grip your hands, and you feel a bunch of fur pull off of this thing as it like flies back up into the trees out of sight. But in your hand, there's like dark fur with matted blood in it.
Oh my god, there's like a wild animal out here, and I'm going to like shove my hand forward so that people can see just the grip of fur I've got in my hand.
Are you okay, Ash?
Yes.
I don't know if there's like a bear or something out there. We gotta find these kids. We gotta get them in. Oh my god.
I think Baron might have been dealing with whatever that was, and I think he fell down the hole. And I
hear rustling coming from the trees.
Okay. I don't know about any of you.
It's getting
I don't want to
closer.
stay here any longer.
No.
So what are you guys doing? Quickly.
What is the closest building to here?
The closest building to here would be Hemlock Cabin or the nurses. Actually, I lied. The closest building to here is the Science Center.
Let's go to the Science Center.
I have the keys to that.
Perfect. Callie.
Yes.
As you have the keys to it and you're going to try to lead the way, can you roll move for me?
So that's...
Uh-oh.
I have no successes.
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry, y'all. Body's my worst
Callie, as you're rushing through the woods, leading the way directly north to the science center, you can see its silhouette through the trees. You fumble with some keys and then drop them into the underbrush. And then as soon as you get out of the woods, you like kind of stop and you're looking for them. You can't see anything. There's not enough lights. And then you feel something bump into you and you take the condition scared as you jump into the air, frightened, and you can turn around and all of you see the massive figure wearing a checkered red and black shirt and some like overalls, big leather gloves, this matted kind of beard. You see the maintenance worker, Jessup, and he'll say, "What are the four of you doing out here? I heard screams coming."
I think there's something wild here. Are the kids okay?
Kids are still in the mess hall. They should be. They shouldn't be wandering around.
Why
are the four of you out here? What's going on? He'll look at you, Callie, and say, "Are you big? You four been drinking?"
These three I caught drinking red-handed. I had nothing to do with this, but something has gone wrong. Something terrible has gone wrong. There was an attack.
We heard Baron screaming, and when we got to where we heard the screaming, there was like a hole in the ground, and then Ash was next to the trees, and then this thing attacked her. And
this thing? What kind of thing?
I think like a bear maybe or something like that.
Bear?
But I don't know why it would come close because it shouldn't smell food. I don't know.
I point to the fur that's in that she kind of ripped from the creature. Like it was.
Do you want to hand it over?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna keep? Okay. He grabs it and looks at it and he goes, "Doesn't look like bear fur." And he kind of like walks over near to the tree line, away from you guys, and he goes, "Baron, are you out there?"
I think he fell down a hole in the clearing next to the monument.
This massive guy looks over his shoulder at you as you tell him this, Zoe. And then all four of you can see just the glint of a pair of eyes as this thing swoops down from the trees above again and lands on Jessup's neck. It takes him he's like 6'6". It takes him directly to the ground, and you can see barely with the light from nearby cabins, just this hunched over creature, furry and smooth in parts, digging in with teeth into this man's neck, just ripping it to shreds.
May I use the liquor that is on my hand to hit it?
To bat it away? Absolutely. Give me a force roll and add a +1.
Okay. I got 2 6s out of 3.
Okay, perfect. That's just what you needed to succeed. You run up, you guys see Callie in a moment of like bravery run up to this creature as Jessup's on the ground going, and you can hear him like gurgling on his own blood as his throat's ripped out. You see sprays of blood in the darkness as this creature just rips and tears at him. You see Callie run up and just hit it in the head, or what should be the head, with this plastic bottle of liquor. It pops back onto the ground and like lets out a like screech, and then it jumps back up into the trees. You see Jessup lying there going,
"Oh my god, oh my god.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. We gotta get some stuff from the nurse's cabin, right?
Elise is paralyzed with fear right now.
Oh shit. Okay.
what are you guys doing right now, please?
I'm on it.
Elise is going
and
to
I'm
start
going
sprinting.
to run toward the cabin.
Okay. Ash runs towards the nurse's cabin nearby. The other three of you can follow
Yes.
her, or you guys can follow her.
I'm gonna follow. 100%.
yeah.
So as you guys run off into the night, as you hear the dying gurgling of Jessup on the ground behind you, that's where we'll end this chapter.
We're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die.